Welcome back to Sportsbook Review Videos. We continue our off-season coverage of the NFL future odds with a look at the AFC North Divisional future odds. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, despite falling in second place in the North last season, come in as the favorites to win the division this season at plus 120. Around there for the North, and plus 500 or 5-1 to win the conference overall. Of course, they will be getting Le'Veon Bell back this season after losing him for most of the year last year. But we'll be without Martavis Bryant after he was suspended for the entire year. Other than the Bryant suspension, though, pretty much things have been going right for the Pittsburgh Steelers this entire offseason. Do have some holes still to fill, a little bit of a hole left tackle, and if Ben Roethlisberger goes down, their season could go down with it. But this offense is going to be prolific and able to put up 30-plus points against almost any team next season. I think they have the type of upside that could potentially win the conference overall as well if their offense is as good as I think it is. So at plus 120, they have a really good value right now, and probably the only reason why they're not even bigger of a favorite is because the Cincinnati Bengals are once again going to be very, very good. They come in at plus 150 to win the AFC North, plus 650 to win the AFC at most shops. Get them at 7-1 to win the conference as well. But overall, not too much to be upset about here. The Cincinnati Bengals once again going through solid offseason programs here. Brought in a veteran like Carlos Dansby to give them some linebacking depth. Love the fact that they drafted Tyler Boyd in the second round. I think that really makes up for the fact they lost a couple of their third receiving options behind A.J. Green and Tyler Eifert this offseason. Going to really, I think, hurt them, though, is the loss of Hugh Jackson. I think he was one of the biggest reasons Andy Dalton took a big step forward last year. Without him, I think the offense could take a few steps backward. I'd be surprised if they got to 12 wins this season once again. Of course, the Baltimore Ravens now next up in that next tier down in the AFC North at 3-1 to win the division, 16-1 to win the conference. I think made some really good offseason moves, bringing in Benjamin Watson and Mike Wallace. That'll really give them some depth after an offensive season where they were just injured all over the field. Everybody got hurt on offense for the Baltimore Ravens last year. If Steve Smith can come back, though, from his Achilles tear, Joe Flacco obviously still, even though he's really killing their cap space and their cap hit, I think he'll probably have a lot more weapons to choose from this season, which could really help their offense. Defense still a little bit questionable, though. They do have some holes to fill before training camp starts. Probably not a great bet to win the division by any means, but if they can get to 8 or 9 wins, they could threaten to make a playoff spot here, though, so stay tuned on the Baltimore Ravens. Then, of course, finally, the dumpster fire of the AFC North is, of course, the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Cleveland Browns once again going through an just complete rebuild. Tear down and rebuild here this offseason. Season win total at only 4.5, so don't expect too much from them. Signing Robert Griffin could really help, though, if he can resurrect his career, but really that's the only bit of, I think, good faith that the Cleveland Browns could have. They let a lot of good young talent walk. Alex Mack and Travis Benjamin, along with Tayshaun Gibson, Mitchell Schwartz, all pretty much got out for nothing. They're trying to rebuild through the draft, which was evident through trading down from the 2nd and 8th pick, which is really good moves, I think, for them overall, but not going to really pay immediate dividends here for the Cleveland Browns at 33-1 to win the AFC North. Probably not a great play at any future odds bet here for them next season. That'll do it for the AFC North. Make sure you continue to check out some of our AFC divisional previews this week, as well as some NFC ones next week. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.